SCW, Students Changing the World.
Hello and good morning. My name is Santiago Senderos.
And I am Jose Iturbe. Today we will talk about the risk that climate change can cause.
Today we'll be talking about floodings in certain cities such as Guangzhou, China, where my co-worker Mateo de la Rosal is right now. If we do not act fast, the same thing could happen in Florida and many other cities. It could later be known as flood, Rita. Okay, now Mateo, tell us about this issue.
Hello Santiago, hello Jose. Good morning and thank you for this opportunity. As you have said before, flooding is an issue. Throughout the recent years, sea level has increased drastically due to the rising concentrations of greenhouse gases released mainly by humans to the Earth's atmosphere. It is said that if we continue to melt glaciers at this accelerated rate, sea level will rise by 26 inches by 2100. At this instant, people are not aware of this issue because it is not affecting them yet. However, if we do not act now, it will be too late. We must inform certain states like Florida about the issues this is causing. Other cities, such as Guangzhou, where I am right now, constantly suffer from floods and sea level increases, and many people lose their homes and many lives. These floods have caused billions of dollars in home damage because of their unpredictability and how they are hard to get ready for.
Thank you, Mateo. You heard him, people.
And now let's go with Dr. Longitri and Dr. Chefsi so they can scientifically explain what is happening and what is creating this issue.
Hello audience, we don't have much time. Let me quickly explain to you what climate change is and how it interferes with the natural disaster that we are studying right now, which are floods.
First of all, let's start with greenhouse gases. Greenhouse emissions have increased over the last decades drastically. Specific greenhouse gases like aerosol go up into the atmosphere where it gets trapped, and a very small amount of gas is let out because it acts as a balloon for the Earth, which makes the ozone layer thicker and harder to penetrate. The gases create heat inside the Earth, energy, that speeds up the water cycle. This causes water to evaporate quicker and makes water from lakes and oceans to evaporate and condensate. This will cause larger storms which are more destructive, and these can cause more and more floods.
But water isn't the only thing that's getting heat up. Glaciers are also melting. When ice, which is solid, is melted, it turns into a liquid. The following creates an increase in the height of the ocean because it's adding more water, the water that is being melted from the glaciers. This can be devastating to many who live close to shore, and they might even lose their home. Floods do about 6 billion worth of damage and kill about 140 people every year, National Geographic 2017. This piece of evidence clearly shows that floods are a threat for millions of people and cities that live close to shores. If we do not act now, in the future, it might be too late.
You might be thinking, why not just remove the atmosphere and punch a hole in it? Well, this layer isn't only bad. It also helps us survive by limiting the number of sun rays it's getting to us. Without this layer, sunscreen would not even be a portion of what is needed to protect ourselves from the sun's intense light rays.
Whoa, this is some impactful information. I hope all you young students listening out there are aware of these issues, your future, present, and start to do something about our world.
It is our must. It is our responsibility to make a change. This planet has given everything to us, and now we have to do everything in return to save it.
This is why we need your help, and quickly. So please, pay attention in the following ways in which your taxes will help us prevent these devastating natural disasters from occurring, and ending with the homes and lives of thousands of people. Here are the 4 main things your taxes will help us solve this problem.
First of all, we must have a funding effort program in order to map areas of risk. What does this mean? This means that with the taxes you provide, we will be able to create a whole program that will locate the areas with higher risk so that we can focus on those certain points before it's too late. Remember, our time is limited.
Second, we must invest in flood-resilient landscapes. This means that with your taxes, we will turn places affected into what they used to be before. For example, one of the beaches here in Miami floods due to sea level rising and is now inhabitable. Our job is to try and turn those places back into what they were before.
Third, we must have a team of people monitoring floods and precipitation. Your taxes will help us form a team of professionals in this topic and be alert and aware of floods. In case an area is threatened with strong storms or sea level rise, we will use our team of professionals to alert authorities and evacuate people before the disaster occurs.
And finally, cutting carbon emissions. This is the main problem on Earth. However, millions of people seem to be unaware of this issue and continue to live as if nothing is happening.
But trust us, something is happening and we must change the ignorant mindsets we have and start doing something about it.
But we can't do this alone. Although your taxes can help, it won't be even close to the drastic change we need to solve this issue. We need every single individual in this planet helping in order to cut carbon emissions. We need you for the sake of our planet.
To end this video, we will give you a small tips for you and your family can do to cut carbon emissions and put a stop to global warming.
1. Try eating less cheese, bacon, eggs, and beef. Although it might sound funny, these animals fart a lot when producing this product, and the methane they release is horrible for our environment. Number 2. Fly less. I know it's hard for you to fly less because you travel a lot. However, remember that one trip from New York to Los Angeles produces about a fifth of carbon emissions your car creates in a year. Number 3. Use your bike. There is no simpler way of traveling rather than using your bike. An average car trip creates about 404 grams of carbon dioxide emissions. However, riding your bike creates zero, so please use your bike for the sake of our planet. Number 4. Stop using thermostats. There is no worse way than to contaminate our planet rather than using thermostats. So please, do yourself a favor and the planet a favor and stop using thermostats. They are also very expensive.
Number 5. Hang your clothes. Every time you use the dryer machine, it releases greenhouse gases that are unnecessary for our environment. Number 6. Have you ever used plastic bags? If yes, try to reuse them. If you don't reuse them, every time they throw them to the ocean and it's really bad for our environment.
Number 7. Take shorter showers. Although taking showers is delicious, especially if you sing and have fake arguments, this is horrible for our environment. It is said that 20.9 billion pounds of carbon dioxide wouldn't be released if we reduced our shower time by 1 minute.
Lastly, number 8. I challenge each of you to plant a tree. If you plant a tree, you create more oxygen, and that's what we need to live. And what a better thing to plant a tree by your own.